Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah,
and that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens, 71 yards. And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for two. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for two successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A carry for the fullback. This is Mike Burton. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
Mahomes' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Steps up, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Noah Gray, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a give here to Snell. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Derek Nottie makes the tackle. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On second down, this is Harris. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Pickens on the slant.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
He'll try again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Jalen Warren
Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Steelers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 15 now. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. How about the safety, Minka Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack? Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Quick completion here to Johnson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the...
And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now here's Snell, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Pickett back to throw. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers.
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Nick Bolton.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
One final try for Mahomes. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
The Steelers earn the win at home as we say so long from Pittsburgh.